As the court announcer's voice rang out, declaring the arrival of the emperor, Ming Yan made his grand entrance, moving with imposing grace to the throne. A figure of remarkable stature and elegance, he bore himself with a calm demeanor that exuded both authority and virtue. Ming Yan, known for his composed and thoughtful nature, held himself with the grace of a true leader, inspiring respect and admiration from all who served under him. In unison, the imperial officials and ministers bowed low, paying their respects to the emperor. Greetings to the emperor. May you be blessed with wisdom and longevity, they chanted in perfect synchrony. Each official and minister were supposed to be dedicated to their duties and be respectful of their tradition, demonstrated their loyalty and reverence for the emperor, embodying the deep-rooted customs of the court. Nodding in acknowledgement, the emperor observed as a court eunuch presented the official records and reports, beginning to read their contents aloud. Following the summary, Minister Pei stepped forward and addressed the court and the emperor with earnest concern. Your Majesty, Ruan is facing a grave crisis that demands immediate attention. Minister Pei's voice resounded with a sense of urgency and empathy. With a reputation for his unfaltering dedication and astute awareness of societal needs, Minister Pei often stood at the forefront of advocating for the welfare of the empire's citizens. The cold season in Ruan is worsening by the day, inflicting hardship upon the people, particularly the impoverished. Compounded by the recent conflict, starvation, hunger, and illness have plagued the region, Minister Pei conveyed. The emperor inquired, seeking counsel. What do you suggest? Minister Wai proposed a solution. I suggest half of our supplies be sent to aid them. However, dissent quickly surfaced within the court. That is not advisable, some protested, expressing concern over the empire's own needs. Minister Wei reasoned, we must prioritize our people. Ruan inflicted harm before our recent conquest over their land. We must nourish our growing population first. His stance reflected a pragmatic concern for the welfare of the empire at large. Our citizens, Minister Wei, now include the recently defeated Ruan? Minister Zhang countered, highlighting the broader moral and ethical responsibility towards the conquered people. Minister Zhang, characterized by his firm principles and acute sense of justice, often championed causes that aligned with the empire's commitment to fairness and inclusivity. The heated debate underscored the intricate balance between serving the empire's established population and fulfilling newfound obligations to the subjugated Ruan. Ming Han, known for his striking features and confident demeanor, displayed a sly smirk as he gently tilted his handsome face, his hazel eyes gleaming with sharp discernment. With a subtle twitch of his jade jawline, he walked forward with purpose, exuding an air of charisma and intelligence that often drew attention. Bowing respectfully before addressing the court, he proposed a solution in a calm and measured tone. Father, why don't we utilize the profits derived from Northern Liang's silver mine to aid Ruan in their time of need? Additionally, we could temporarily suspend their tribute until they have fully recovered. The court acknowledged his suggestion, murmurs of approval lingering among some officials. Ming Han's contribution reflected his ingenuity and strategic thinking, showing a capacity for both empathy and practicality, enhancing his reputation as a princely figure with a keen awareness of the empire's economic resources and diplomatic strategies. Minister Zhao's concern resonated in the court as he posed a practical question about the ramifications of redirecting funds apportioned for the mercenaries. Among the dissent and discourse, a different scene unfolded in an isolated hut, contrasting the heated debates within the court. In the humble surroundings of the hut, Jianqian attended to her mistress, fulfilling a lifelong oath to safeguard and provide guidance since her mistress's childhood. The princess lay in a precarious state, battling a severe fever that ravaged her body. The ninth sage acupuncture needles, a tool of both great potential and peril, lay at the heart of the princess's treatment. While they held the power to double one's cultivation, enhance internal force, and replenish one's golden core, they also harbored the capacity for lethality when misapplied. Jian Chan faced a daunting challenge, navigating the fine line between leveraging the needle's powerful benefits and mitigating their inherent risks. Despite her current weakened state, the princess retained an enduring beauty akin to a waning flower, still retaining traces of its former bloom. Her description painted a picture of captivating allure, with jet black hair cascading around her white porcelain skin. Slanted eyes gazed from a smooth, delicate face, accentuated by pinkish lips, complemented by a perfect jawline. Her figure was described as snake-hipped, possessing curves that invoked a sense of divine temptation. At this moment, her arm bore the marks of care, wrapped in bandages permeated with a pungent fragrance of herbs and healing concoctions. Hot. So hot, the princess murmured, prompting Jian Qian to tenderly remove the expensive quilt, seeking to alleviate her mistress's discomfort. In the serene surroundings of Floral Troop Manor, Zhang Lin carefully lit an incense, casting a fragrant veil over the tranquil space as she placed it in the incense burner. The sound of a cough quickly drew her attention, prompting her to rush to Mei Xiang's side, concern etched across her features. As Mei Xiang attempted to dismiss the worry, Zhang Lin, with a subtle frown, resolved to dispel the scent of medicinal concoctions lingering in the air. I will bring in some fragrant flowers. You still smell of concoctions. Zhang Lin voiced her intentions, her dedication to Mei Xiang's comfort evident in her thoughtful actions. Despite the princess's reassurances, Zhang Lin, driven by a deep sense of care, remained attentive to her well-being. Accepting a cup of tea from a maid, Jiang Lin approached Mei Xiang, kneeling in close proximity. In a moment of tranquil curiosity, Jiang Lin leaned in, her eyes reflecting a quiet, inquisitive nature as she posed the question, "What's your next plan?" Mei Xiang, a figure of serene grace, accepted the offered tea, her smile hinting at a concealed satisfaction veiled behind her delicate visage. "You will see," she replied. Meanwhile, within Tranquility Residence, Ming Yuan, characterized by a discerning gaze that betrayed a momentary confusion, pondering Mei Xiang's demeanor in their previous encounter. Despite her outward calm and gentle demeanor, he couldn't shake the feeling that she was an elusive figure, adept at concealing her true intentions beneath a facade of serenity. His keen perception also picked up on a subtle anomaly. A section of Mei Xiang's arm bore a pinkish hue against her porcelain white skin, hinting at a possible internal malady beneath her composed exterior. Mei Xiang's martial prowess and unparalleled internal force conveyed a level of skill that surpassed even that of a high cultivator. Her spiritual energy permeated the air, evoking a sense of sheer astonishment. Yet, paradoxically, her execution of techniques carried an air of vulnerability and fragility, as though she grappled with an unseen injury, a hidden anguish that defied comprehension. Ming Yuan, in his contemplation, found himself perplexed by this enigmatic aura that surrounded Mei Xiang. As he delved deeper into his thought, he grappled with an unspoken question that lingered in the forefront of his mind. "Mei Xiang, who are you?" The layers of intrigue only seemed to deepen, adding another dimension to Mei Xiang's multifaceted character, leaving Ming Yuan with a profound sense of bewilderment and an insatiable urge to unravel the intricate enigma that she represented.